All right, can you see me now?
Uh, Yes, man, I
Bro,
can see
I
it.
waited on you so long that the fucking Zoom said, I guess it kicked me off and I was just listening for you to start hollering at me.
Yeah, I've been here waiting since before 5 because my earlier call ended really quickly. But here we
That
are.
No, it said you were, it said last time I looked at it, yeah, here we are. So, um, yeah,
Oh,
came over here and checked on it. Give me 1 second.
of course.
All right, man. I'm here.
You are here. How's your week been?
Look, I got my book.
That's a nice book.
I know, right? Appreciate it, sir. Got my pencil. So, yeah, I'm ready. Yeah.
How's your week?
Um, Pretty good. Pretty good. How about you?
When you say pretty good, what do you mean?
Well, it's not bad. Could be better. Um,
Well, dude,
but
you
I got
started your fat loss journey this week. Or yeah, how's that going? That's a big
yeah,
deal.
that's not going very good.
Talk
But
to me about that.
we're getting better. We have made some changes, right?
Right?
Like little stuff, but not enough because my lady's a good cook and I like the whiskey. So you know,
So, did you decide not to do it?
no, I didn't say that.
Okay, then talk to me. How's it going? Like, any changes? Any lifestyle daily action changes?
Uh, Trying to do like silly, like at least my steps. Like I'm trying to do like get out and exercise more. It's still hard. But I'm doing a whole lot more today. What did I do today? Oh, I changed an alternator in a Honda, which is bullshit. I don't know if you ever tried to do that, but yeah,
No. Um, I've tried to work on my old Honda Civic a few times, and I wound up paying someone to come do it because
well, see, yeah, that'd be good. I looked at it; it cost $1,000 to change one of these alternators out. You got to take the tire off, fender wheel out, like yeah. So I did all that with a broken neck today. Um,
how is it? Well, I mean, all right. So you changed the alternator today, but let's go back to you and your decision to get healthy, because so many people do this. Because I think health, wealth, relationships, they're all connected. And some people can have all three, some only open their pathways to one, but all of it requires a sort of an identity shift. And it definitely, whatever, oh yeah, whatever we do, our actions, because this is an action thing. Everything is an action thing. Whatever we do defines who we are becoming.
mm-hmm.
So, on a scale of 1 to 10, like becoming wealthy and getting my message out to the world, that is so important. That's like a 10 in in priority level for me. I wonder, for you, getting rid of the belly fat, how big of a priority is that for you?
Oh, it's Man, I would say it's like a five. Let me just be
Oh,
honest.
okay, okay. So, man,
Let me I'll be honest. No, it's actually it's very important to me, but I'm not backing it up with the action yet, right? And I know that's coming. That's part of me still healing and stuff. Like, I mean, I can't even drive to go to the gym yet because the doctor still won't let me to drive. You know, uh, and but the bone is healed. It's just look, that's as far as I can turn my fucking neck, so I can't look left.
dude,
Driving
I mean,
looking left is kind of
I think
important.
it's admirable that you set the intention to begin with, and I think you're going to have more challenges than the average person because of your neck. But I think that whenever we decide something, how important it is to us determines the way we think, feel, and act about it. So
Yeah,
knowing it's a 5 means you're not going to be doing much about it right now, except thinking about it sometimes.
no, it's knowing that I need to change my diet, so I'm trying on that. Eating more salads, uh, keeping the carbs out. don't eat a box of cookies or something, like tell those Girl Scout dealers like they got to stay away from me. Or I don't know if they're doing that in California, but they're all over every damn street corner around here. I got the Girl Scout dealers everywhere. Got to stay away. Um, yeah. So at least it's on your mind because I agree with you that a diet will never work. It's a lifestyle. It's the small changes. It's the little things that you do consistently.
Same thing with
That,
wealth, man.
sir?
Same thing with wealth, with money. Like people can get a lot of money, but they're not going to keep it and keep having a lot of money unless they have those lifestyle changes and those thinking. Like your identity has to shift to a wealthy person.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Same with
You know,
healthy. Like
so,
before
so
when you were in
and
good
that's why I
shape.
can say a 5, not a 1. It's because I'm changing little things consistently, and those little things. Maybe next week it'll be a 6. It's like, oh, now I've started walking more, and just like I said, I started wearing a watch to make sure. Um, I don't know if you can hear me.
I can't. I'm sharing my
Oh,
screen with you because the thing I shared with you is your cheat code, man. It has 9 steps to blast belly fat in there for you.
mm-hmm.
And then it has this is your quickest shortcut to lose fat in the world. I mean, I spent years helping people lose weight, and this is by far the fastest way to do it, the best way to do it. And it is GH fasting. It's fasting that elevates growth hormone, lowers
Well,
insulin, and tells you how to do it.
I need to do that. Yeah,
Dude, I
I've
gave
been.
you full
Uh,
access to this whole thing.
I know I'm gonna do that. I haven't. Uh, not on our Zoom meet, but me and you are gonna talk, and you're gonna walk me through some of that. I'm a little computer challenged.
Well, dude,
You
all you
know,
gotta do is accept the invitation,
I
and then when you,
did.
oh, you're in? So if I check right here, my man Josh is in.
I think so.
We'll find out.
All right.
We'll find out.
I clicked on something.
I I'm gonna test you. That's a 5. No, dude, you're not in there unless you
We'll
gave
see.
me a different name. Don't worry, dude. You're not the first.
No, I clicked on it. Maybe that's why I'm starting to get all this freaking weird, you know, triple X stuff on my phone now. It's spam or something.
Nah, dude. This is a
That's you. You did that. You did
this
it.
is
You hacked me.
nah, dude. You haven't even joined yet, man.
I thought I did. All right. I'll work on it. I
So
have clicked on it like 3 times, bro. When I tell you I'm gonna do something, I try to do it. Yeah.
you try and do it, or you do it.
I did do it, but I did
Nah,
it wrong, maybe. So,
that's
all right.
crazy. All right, here.
Okay. So, hold on. So it's in my email, yeah?
Yeah, yeah, and I can send you another invite. I keep sending them to you because here's the thing: if I send you the invite and you accept it, you're gonna have access to all the courses. But I
But
can do it another way and just send you the
invitation
invitation.
right
You
here. Tom
click on it.
Miller. And then it has all this stuff. And then attachments,
It
maybe?
it should just have an
It says
invitation.
download attachment. I don't know.
Are you on your phone?
Yeah.
Do you have a computer?
Yeah, but it's dead.
Oh, dead computer.
No,
You
it's
don't have
dead.
your own laptop?
Yeah, I do. It just doesn't have juice because I don't
Oh,
use
it's
it.
not charged.
You know, yeah.
All right, dude. So I have a feeling that when this becomes a 6 or 7 priority for you, that you'll take me up on the resources and you'll go through some uncomfortable times because you'll be making these shifts. But I have a feeling it'll start aligning and things will get good in that area. I mean, how big of a priority is your relationship with Ashley? 1 to 10.
Oh, it's 10. It's yeah,
Boom, easy.
yeah.
How important is it for you to have a profitable business? 1 to 10.
Oh yeah, that's 10.
Okay.
Had to kind of think about it, but
How
yeah.
important is it for you to be
Be
a man of
happy.
your word?
Yeah.
Do you know how long it's been since I've drank alcohol?
No. Oh yeah. No, I don't. A long time.
7 years.
Good for you.
Is it? Now,
I,
let me ask you this question. In Alcoholics Anonymous and most recovery programs, they say if you have an alcohol issue, doesn't matter how long you don't drink, if you drink again, you're going to be worse off than you were before. What do you think? Do you think that that's true or not?
okay, so just keeping your train of thought going.
No, no, you're trying to talk. What do you think? Do you think that's true
No,
or
no,
not?
I'm going with exactly what you're telling me. So if you don't work out one day, are you totally off the fucking wagon?
No,
Like, oh my, so why can't you enjoy a drink?
I think I totally could.
I think you could. Now, I think, um, everything in moderation. Do what you enjoy. I think everything's moderation. Some things are hard. Now, I guess if you have the personality that's like, oh my God, I have to have a drink, or I get the shakes or something. I've never had shakes in my life. I don't know what people are talking about.
Oh, I
So,
have. They suck.
like,
They
I don't
are
know.
horrible, dude. Those things are crazy. I mean, I have taken alcohol so far to numb my thoughts and feelings and whatever I was going through, and it's never really enough. Especially if you have drug use in your background. Because when I stopped drugs, I said, okay, drugs are illegal. I won't do those anymore. Let's go with booze. Mine was vodka, and I would drink. Okay, felt pretty good. A little warm, tingly, felt pretty good. But I would keep drinking more and more, kind of chasing that drug feeling. And then I'd do it all day. And I didn't want to feel that crappy feeling in the morning, so I'd do some in the morning, do it throughout the day. Well, you do that enough days in a row and you stop. Whoa.
Yeah, I guess. I just enjoy my sundowner at the end of the day. I haven't had a drink all day. Uh, Me and Ash talked about the day, and now we're talking. So this is downtime, just kind of relaxing, and I don't even do it every day. So I don't know. I don't have the my addiction. I guess has always been making money, doing better, not feeling like I'm enough, or and then running so hard with the brain going 90 to nothing. Now I'm getting a little older, and I'm just gonna slow down at 5 o'clock in the evening when the sun's coming down, and be like, hey, take that reflection time, and that's what I do. Now, could I do that and go for a run? Yeah, well, I mean, I can't, but that would be better for me than drinking a glass of whiskey. But it's kind of the same thing. It's just different. Does that make sense?
I I 100% hear you, and I also think that Alcoholics Anonymous is wrong because I proved them wrong. I Others have. You can drink again because it's not the alcohol that's the issue ever.
Uh
It's
huh.
the underlying. I call them your ogres, man. Your programs, your beliefs, the thoughts you feel and think that come up, and then you don't want to deal with them or think about them, and so man, the alcohol is a symptom of what's going on the inside. And
So I agree. Some people, I mean, definitely can't go to Golden Corral because they will overeat themselves
food, the
every.
same thing as alcohol. Same
Yeah,
thing.
so it's not Golden Corral. It's a mind problem again. Like, hey, don't overeat when you go to Golden Corral, right?
Don't eat more food than your body needs ever. It's an overloading in the energy system, whether it's Golden Corral or wherever.
Just saying. And some people do it every day, but we don't. We're like, hey, you need to go to Fat People Anonymous. No, we're like, oh, it's okay if you eat too many Twinkies. No, we don't do that. Our society allows that. You know, so
Food and alcohol do the same thing as sex and porn, dopamine. Whenever we eat, we release dopamine in our brains, the feel-good neurotransmitter, a little bit of serotonin, sometimes some oxytocin. And we're supposed to want to eat because it keeps us alive, but we want to keep triggering it, and triggering it so we get more and more of it. And food is an addiction. And I don't believe an addict is a real label. I don't. If anyone watching this on the replay or whatever, I chose a long time ago. I will not label myself as an addict. I won't label myself at all that way, but I have experienced addictive traits and tendencies, and none of them had to do with the thing I was addicted to. You know what my first addiction was? Gambling. Oh, I love some gambling. Oh, that feeling. But then I realized what was going
I'm
on, and I just
sure
stopped.
there
We,
is.
we we talked about that in the hotel,
Yeah.
like, and you just set your limit, you do it, and you lose it. You feel the pain of the loss, and just realize I was gonna lose that anyway. You win, you feel the joy of the win, realize it's just money, and then you go on.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess I don't really have that addictive personality except to win.
Right, and that's another one,
I,
workaholism
uh-huh.
and workaholism, making money. That's
That's
a
yeah.
big one, dude.
Yeah. That's my addiction.
I can say I've had that one as well, and I may still have it because it came out a lot in my relationships that I didn't want to leave work. I wanted to keep it going. I wanted to keep figuring out the next thing to run or play or make it better so we can generate more revenue, help more people. And I didn't really understand the concept of downtime where all you do is chill until I learned to meditate and learned to like align and just do nothing. But even then, I was doing nothing with an intention.
To do more.
And the
That's what
thing,
meditation's for. So you can get all the commercials out of your head and focus on what you want to. Right?
right, to receive like true
Yeah.
information, but even that was work for me, especially when I first started learning to calm the brain, focus my breathing, listen and receive information instead of just thinking about the information. So I would say I am still not a master of downtime. If you said, "Hey Tom, I need you to take 5 days off and go out into the forest and just walk around," I'd be like, "Why? Why?"
Exactly. Um, and I would be thinking the whole time I might go to the forest and walk around with an intention. Like right now, where I'm from, we're hunting mushrooms, and it's turkey season.
Are the
So,
mushrooms of psilocybin?
well, I don't know what that is. No, they're
Magic
called.
mushrooms, the ones that give you
No,
the out of.
no, you fry them up, yeah, in grease, and oh, they're freaking awesome.
Oh,
Morel
they're
knows.
just normal mushrooms you eat.
Oh yeah, they're awesome. They only grow in certain places this time of year. I'd be turkey hunting, but then at the same time, I'd be thinking, how am I going to grow my business? What piece of equipment do I need? How many people? Where are we going? Did we write the contracts right? Yeah.
How, a percentage of your day, how often are you thinking about the business? Waking hours.
Mm, we're thinking about that and talking constantly. So I guess it goes back to what you were saying in the beginning: wealth, uh, um, fitness, and everything. How often do you think about fitness? It's constantly, right? So it's not like going on a diet, it's a lifestyle. You're always thinking about the next thing. What about that? What about this? What that attorney say? Where are we going here? You know? And so it's always running in your subconscious, right? I don't know how not to think about it. Hell, I watch the news. I'm like, where's the market at? What's gold at today? What's the what's the tariffs doing? What's going to be the next opportunity? If China's shutting down, where's it going? Because Vietnam's getting really big right now. So yeah, so it's just a constant, whether that's right or I'm going to go that direction or not. But it's the same thing. Like when you're driving, you're not really thinking about driving, right? When you're going somewhere, you just go somewhere, right? Or when you reach down and,
Oh,
and,
you
and
mean I'm not thinking about steering the steering wheel exactly 14 degrees to make that left turn. Like, no, it just happens automatically.
yeah,
It's
you just know. So you're still subconsciously thinking, and I think that's what I do all the time. Then I kind of get a thought, and I'm like, oh, that's good. Put that in a file, and then you once your brain starts to do that, then I'm not saying it's a good thing because maybe I'm an addict now. Yeah, that's where you're just always at. You're constantly thinking like, wow, that was a good deal. Why didn't I think about that kind of business? Boy, they're making good money over there. Huh. I wonder how much that cost. How much money are they making per hour? What's that a man hour? I'm like, and so you're always open and you're receiving it, processing it, and putting it out. And then it's just conversation. So with you and the fitness and all that, I believe that's the same way. You got to change that lifestyle.
You
Say,
know, the
hey,
first time
I'm
I thought about fitness for longer than 10 minutes is when we talked the other night. I have not been thinking about fitness at all. I was so glad when I decided I'm not going to be a fitness coach anymore. I'm going to be an energetics alignment guide. I'm going to remind people what they already know. And part of the thing that stresses people out and shuts them off from their inner knowing is stress about money, stress about their body as well. But right now, being overweight, being unhealthy is not only acceptable, is we got to have like all these fancy words for it and compassion for it. When no one's happy if they've got 40% body fat, it's just impossible to be happy. Your body
well,
can't move. No
I
one's
don't know.
happy if
Yeah,
they're broke as hell either.
you'd probably be pretty happy.
What's that?
If you got $40 million in the bank, you'd probably be pretty happy.
Let's talk about that. Can money get you happiness?
you know, but you can work on it. Yeah. Yeah. So I think life just goes that way.
Can money make you happy?
Well, it makes the hard times a little easier. I can tell
Hell,
you that.
hell to the yeah. I mean, yeah. And I mean, that's the whole thing. All these spiritual teachers and all these spiritual coaches are like, money doesn't matter. I say bullshit. Money is currency, it's energy, and if we don't have that currency flowing through our lives, we're not free. We don't have the same freedom as someone who does have money currency running through their lives.
Well, I guess if you got money, then you can actually consult with people like you and I, or better. You have more opportunity to do that. Now, do you need the money to do that? No, you don't. But to have somebody to talk to, um, sure makes a difference. And the truth is, if you don't have a little bit of money, or at least a whole lot of want to, then we can't even conversate with those people because their brain is in a different place. You know,
I 100% agree. And now we're talking about neuroplasticity. I know
okay,
these
that's
words.
that's with your big words again.
Right, but that's exactly right. If someone spent their whole life feeling poor, believing they're poor, and they're cursed to be poor, and they're always talking about how life is giving them a raw deal, and it's not their fault, it's their fault, which is bullshit. Anybody can be wealthy and change their lives through neuroplasticity. But if I'm around a person like that, they either have to be actively pursuing a change and realize that the way they're stuck in their thinking is not working, or I gotta get away from them.
100%. I don't want to be around those people.
And there's an energetic vibration, a gravitational field. I mean, this is electromagnetic interference that we feel when we're around them, and it does not line up with us thinking, how can this become profitable? How can this make money for me and all the people I help? And the big breakthrough I've had with
Yeah,
money was, for a long time, I wanted to make money, to stack money, to have status. I'm a millionaire. I have $1 million in my bank. So I got to half a million saved up in the bank. And I was like, okay, I'm getting to a million. I remember my ex-wife said, why do you want to get to a million? I said, gives you status, gives you some credibility, what you're doing. And I want to have that credibility. Truth is, money is a currency that circulates. And while it's great to have a reservoir, now knowing what I want, what I'm doing in life, and that I need money to do it. I need money to to pay virtual assistants and to buy software and to go on presentations. Like, to do what I want to do, I need that money flowing through me, and I need to distribute it. That way I can get my message out there. And it's a whole different ballgame.
correct. That's that mindset of where you're not really thinking. That's your subconscious working, and you need to make money, right? That's just like you driving down Main Street. You already know where you're going, so your subconscious is driving that bus, and you got to make money so that you can have the money to spread the word out.
Yes.
Yeah, you know.
And
So like the more you want to help people, the more money you kind of need to make so that you can help more people.
100%. I mean, and it's like some people want to make money so they're not poor, which is energetically doesn't make sense. You can't. want to be secure so you're not insecure. You got to figure out the reasons you're insecure and say, get rid of those first, and then let your true confidence come forward. So, wanting to be unpoor, wanting to be wealthy, prosperous, just to reverse the feeling of being poor, it's like losing weight on a crash diet. You just go back to eating the normal way again right when you lose the weight. It doesn't,
Yeah,
it's temporary.
don't go to Golden Corral. Like, not a good idea, right? Um, don't hang out with the poor people. Force yourself out of that circle, and then your mind changes, and then yeah, because now you're poor, but you're poor with rich people.
And poor is a mindset.
Poor will drive you to do and save and penny pinch until you're penny pinching, so much that you're real poor. The other people that don't understand, they'll think you're just a snobby, stuck up bitch, penny pinching uh person that doesn't want to have any fun. You won't spend your money. Why are you driving an old car? You're stupid. Why do you shopping at Goodwill? You're stupid. It's because you're saying, because I'm not wasting the money.
Wasting money and hoarding money are two different things. So, wasting money is the sign of someone who doesn't have an abundant mindset, but worrying the money's going to run out, so you're scarcing it and being like the scarcity mindset, that's the opposite of saving. Like for me, I am happy as a clam right now. Over the last 8 months, I have paid off $50,000 in credit card debt. Still some more to go. I'm getting there though. I've saved up 10K. I've paid all my bills. Everything's up to speed. Got to go on that retreat, which I didn't have to pay for the hotel because of some nice man from Arkansas's generosity. But the point is, I'm eating chicken soup 3 times a week. I am not doing things socially that cost a lot of money because I know I need to keep pumping money in, and that way I can keep doing things like this, my school group, keep putting stuff out there, and I'm slowly gonna keep ascending, and I'm positive it's happening. I'm positive I gotta get rid of the debt, but the more I earn, the faster I get rid of it, and the more attention, that's the key, attention. The more attention I give to the impact I'm going to make on the world I'm making now, it doesn't feel hard. It doesn't feel like I'm cheating myself out of anything. It doesn't feel like I've had everything I need. I've always had everything I need, and I always will have everything I need. But it's a matter of seeing it as all my needs are met. Now, what do I desire? And that's to get on stages like that David Bayer guy and say my message in a way that makes sense to people who resonate with me. And that takes money.
Yeah. Well, we're talking about money. The one thing I can tell you about money is you can have anything you fucking want. Whatever you desire, whatever you want. You can have whatever you want. There's just one trick to it. And I'll tell you the key and the trick. You just got to find a way for somebody else to pay for it. That's it. Go buy a new Lamborghini, just find a way for somebody else to pay for it.
In Alex Hermosi Business Talk, have something people want, create an irresistible offer, and put it in front of them so they know they want it and they will give you money for it.
There you go. So you found your way to have, yeah, that's it. Now, if it's a house,
Oh,
so
wait,
you
there's
can,
another thing. If you want to keep repeating that process, make sure the thing that they're giving you money for is valuable and they're getting something out of it. Don't sell something that later they wish they never bought because then you're going to be short lived in business.
you mean kind of that like retreat that me and you maybe went to that people might be having some little bit of buyer's remorse.
I don't know, man. I mean, I
I
got
don't
my
know.
money's worth out of that thing. I met
Uh-huh.
you. I met some other
Oh,
people.
I think it was great. Not and everything he had to say, almost everything. Yeah, you know, I definitely got my money's worth out of it. Yeah, I agree, 100%.
But would I spend $10,000 or $20,000 or $30,000 to work with one of his coaches for the next 6 months? Let me think about that for a second. Hell no!
Yeah, exactly. Now maybe to work with David and get his contacts and his information, see how he's
I
doing
wouldn't
it.
pay $30,000 to work with David, but you're right. I would pay $30,000 to be in touch with the people he's in touch with. That's what it is. You pay to be in the room with those people.
Yeah, I want to be the dumb motherfucker in the room. Yeah, so I can learn something.
But paying to have one of his coaches coach you and to go to events with people who are just as smart as you and just as in the same place as you has benefit, but not $30,000 worth of benefit. Not to me.
If I don't know, we need to wrap this up so it's not too long. But how many minutes we've been on? You know?
15 minutes.
Oh, okay, we're good then. So yeah, I mean, you got $30,000, man. You can spend a lot of time and a lot of energy like you and I have, fucking a lifetime. Um, there is a benefit to paying something because nothing is free, you know, for coaching or it's joining the country club and paying for that benefit, or if it's I don't know, it's buying the fancy car, whatever it is you think, and that's where the successful people, you know, kind of hang out. So there is a you're gonna have to spend some money to
Dude, I
make.
100% agree. When I was just starting my gym, I spent $1,000 a week paying Alex Hermosi when he was first starting Gym Launch. And it's the best money I've ever spent in my entire life. I learned I learned to build a profitable gym. I made more than that every day. I made more than 1,000, and it was like wow, because somebody had already done it, knew how to do it, knew what I was going to come up against, and he was telling me what to expect, what to do there, and give me the input. And there are times where the best thing you can do is pay someone who knows more than you, who's experienced more than you, and is willing to share the shortcut with you. I agree
Yeah,
100%.
yeah. I mean, so you're gonna have to put money out one way or the other. It's just where is that money gonna make you the most in the long term or the short term, maybe. You know, um,
Like you pay money for equipment. You pay money for you pay your team when you go clear off a tree. I mean, you pay them. Paying people is a great way to spend your money, by the way, especially if you're getting value from them. But do you buy all of your own equipment? Do you lease equipment?
we buy everything. We are 100% debt free.
So you have a lot of equipment that when you go do a job, you take that equipment with you, and you had to invest in that equipment. But that's a good investment, good equipment. I mean, the best way to get a job done right, if you're doing something that requires physical moving, changing, fixing of something, is tools. Like when you fix that alternator in the Honda, if you had crappy tools, it would take you a lot longer.
I didn't have the right tools, so I went and spent another $150 today to get the right tool.
There it is, and that's money well spent.
Correct.
And I bet you took it to the mechanic and paid $1,000, they already have that tool there.
Yeah, but now I have the tool.
Quick question. How many hours did it take you to fix that alternator?
Mm,
All things in, from start to cleanup, setup, shopping, everything.
four,
How
four and a
much
half.
is an hour worth of, how much do you value an hour of your time for?
Oh, I don't know. You know
Anybody
what?
wants to be wealthy, and
Hold
any,
on. Let me tell you the context of this. How about that? Right?
but
Because
wait,
this,
I'm gonna give a nugget to everyone watching. If you're not as rich as you want to be, one of the first things you should do, how much is an hour of your time worth? And why is it worth that much? If you don't know your own value in dollars, no one else will either. I learned that a long time ago, and it's very true. All right, but there's
okay.
always context to
But
every story. Go ahead.
Maybe I'm just different. So I was very proud because it was actually my dad's alternator that went out. And he was working for me on a job. And he called me and said, "Hey, son, my alternator's going out or went out." I said, "Cool, Dad, just come back to the house and we'll change it." And I was able to work with my dad all day, have all the tools, have a shop to fix it in. And we spent the whole day, well, since noon. He came home at noon. And we were done by 5 o'clock, 4:30. And we had a good day together and we changed an alternator. So now how much is that worth?
You tell me.
I think it was worth a lot because that's how me and my dad spend time. Now if that belonged to somebody else, because I looked it up what the charge rate would be on a Honda CRV,
Of course
it's
you
between
did.
700. Of course I did. It's between $700 and $1,000 to
Your
fix it.
dad and I had the same car. What year is his?
Fuck, I don't remember.
Mine was 2016 still. CRV, Honda CRV. Great
It's
car.
it's I don't know, 10 or something. I don't know. Yeah,
Well, tell you what, man, if my
it's
alternator goes out, I'm gonna call you, have you fly on out. We'll have a quality day together and you can change it for me.
it's gonna cost you $1,000.
And I would
Fly
never
me
do that. But I
there again. That'd be worth $1,000, right? Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. So to me, it was worth a lot, and it was worth even so much more that I got to be able to do that for my dad. And then we got to spend the time together.
and today's a Thursday. First off, I totally get it. And there's a big difference between dollar value and emotional value and just our values as honor, integrity being enforced and demonstrated. That one supersedes money because the answer you could say is priceless. Got to spend a quality day with your dad fixing something together, and it felt great. And
We had
boom.
good memory. Got to work
I
for good
hated
memory.
fixing shit with my dad because he always yelled at me and told me I was doing everything wrong and can't do anything. I mean, maybe he was right. I wasn't very good at it. I'm not good at it now, but I hated doing shit with him. I would hire someone to do it in a heartbeat.
The only time that I grew up, okay, so that's the difference between us. So when I grew up, as growing up, pretty much the only quality time I ever had with my dad, he was always just a worker. So we worked to spend time together.
Love
So
it.
now I don't have any like cool fishing stories or hunting stories or anything like that, like a lot of people do. All my stories come from, oh, you remember that job we were on and we did this? Oh, do you remember when we worked at Uncle Bob's house that had a fire in it and we started spraying paint in the basement and the fire department knocked out all the windows? And so then we just went upstairs and we didn't open any windows and Uncle Bob came up there and we were both high as a kite, like from sniffing paint from the sprayer because we didn't know. Like those are our stories. So by me spending the day working with my dad, changing an alternator,
So working for you has a family sense of joy to it, and it's just part of life, and it's some of your most joyful moments growing up was when you were working.
100%.
Yeah, you're a worker. I mean, it's in your DNA. It's literally in your epigenetics. Where if you're not working, you probably feel uneasy.
Well, I mean, I guess. No, but I want to go fishing, and then me, I like to travel, and I want to fly, and I
You
want to
fly. You fly a
all
lot.
across the world. So, but still, even though I was doing that, I make sure to, and it wasn't our best podcast. I wanted this one to be better, but uh, this is still important.
Yeah, we're both valued enough to spend an hour of our time.
Correct.
Because if you're working your job out there, clearing a tree out, coordinating and directing your team and the equipment, making sure no one gets hurt and the tree gets fixed and the family gets their house back, or at least they get the insurance, what have you. I mean, you're making at least $500 an hour, $400 an hour. I'm gonna guesstimate that. My time's worth $500 an hour. No problem, no doubt about it. None.
The
If you said,
truth
hey,
is, I don't know.
Like I figured out mine, it's 500 bucks an hour, zero problem with that.
Okay.
Unless I'm doing something of service to just put it out there, then it's priceless because I'm sharing something because I want to share it and because I know it needs to be shared and I'm not trying to do it to make the money at all. Like this. Speaking of
But
sharing,
we want this to grow so that we can have our conversations with not only you and I, with more people, and to let it grow. At some point, people are going to see this because they're going to backdate our shit and see what's going on. You
right?
know?
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Zoom recording of this one and post it so the recording and it sounds good. And I'm going to suggest you do it on a computer with some type of mic so your voice sounds better. So you crackle in and out because the sound's the most important thing. But dude,
Okay.
we'll keep evolving like cells, like spirit, like consciousness, and our show will keep evolving. Now, I'm going to show you something in school and on next week. Don't worry, has nothing to do with losing fat. But let me tell you, losing fat and getting rich are very similar. Health and wealth, very similar. Look, right there it says live wealthy with Tom and Josh. So it's right there in the school group. All
Yeah.
right. So if you're in my school group, and school group's called True Freedom, and I named that before I even met you, but it's right up your alley. That's why you have guns. Keep your freedom.
I got guns and all my chickens died, but yeah, we got goats and other stuff.
So next week I'm doing a 3-day free workshop at 5 o'clock every day. So you have next Thursday off, unless you want to attend the Prosperity on Purpose for fun. It's going to be a lot of energetics of money, things from Wallace Waddles, metaphysics, and some practical stuff to make sure you're not poor and you are wealthy. But that's going to be a 3-day free workshop I'm giving away to the world, man. Like literally anybody that clicks on the link can do it because I have something to share. Because it turns out the same way that it's the inner shift, what we were talking about. If you think poor and you feel poor, you are going to be poor. And that's epigenetics, neuroplasticity. You can call it spirituality, third eye. I like to call it energetics. It's the energy we don't see. But here, let me show you. If you click on here, anybody in the group, prosperity on purpose. It's popping off, Josh.
I
All
like
you
it.
do, what's that?
I like that. Yeah,
Thanks.
prosperity on purpose.
Because we have to have a purpose for our money, man. And all you have to do is register. You don't even have to give me your phone number. That's optional. Any questions you have, and you are literally registered. It is free. There is no hidden charges. Now, if you are already realizing that you can't make money without spending money, and you want to be a very prosperous person, guide and presenter, you can purchase the VPP. And the VPP is a very prosperous person.
Awesome. Good name play.
Become a VPP. Now, you don't have to, but if you want to start circulating money and become a VPP, you can upgrade to VPP status. And that's 37 bucks.
Oh man, I have an idea.
And for a VPP,
Yeah.
they get access to all the recordings, all the resources, to all the library, everything for 3 months. Plus, they get a special VPP Very Abundant Day on Saturday. But most people won't. Look at this video, dude. I don't know if you saw me do this. Play. I pretended I was doing it. And I had someone film me during one of the breaks.
Woohoo! Tom Miller is here!
Because that's what prosperity is for me, dude, is getting on that stage and sharing this message and getting people involved. And so that's going to be next Thursday. It's going to actually be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for the VPPs.
That's cool. That's cool. You doing it. You're working it, man.
Dude, you know what? I decided my whole thing was I'm doing this full-time sales job, and today I sent out about 100 text messages. And let me tell you, sometimes sales is not glamorous, but that's okay. I do the work. But I do the work with joy. But I thought I was gonna wait a few months down the line until I started getting my message out there and doing stuff like this. That way I can give it my full attention. But after the event, talking to you and realizing, dude, what am I waiting for? Just do it to the best of my ability right now, and it will get better as you go. And you can do both at the same time. And you know what?
Yep.
I'm going to be able to do both at the same time. Just like I could have said, dude, let's wait on the podcast a while because, I got this going and this going and this going. You got this going. Then you just keep waiting and waiting and waiting. You got to just, if inspiration hits you, dude, we got to do it.
We got to, and that's us. Okay, so next week, I need to have my computer up. I'll do it. I didn't know my sound was bad. I'll try to do
It's good
better.
now. It depends on where your face is. And that's the thing with YouTube is they can't hear us, then it sucks for them.
Oh, 100%. But I got the windows open. We got storms coming in.
Dude, let me tell you, 100 times better than last time.
Guarantee it, man. That's just me. I was just camping underneath an airplane wing. I was
But
doing
you
my
showed
best.
up.
I did.
You
And
showed up, and that's the key. If you're going to accomplish anything in this life, showing up is step number one. Show up. Take action.
Yeah. I even tried to get the best view here. You want to see the view you're not seeing?
Dude,
So,
yeah, you look like you have an awesome house you live in, man.
look at there. See that?
Yeah, dude.
That's my barn down there. And then, yeah, I got a creek runs through. Yeah.
Dude, I
Pretty
love
cool,
it.
huh?
Really cool.
Yeah.
I love it.
So,
So prosperity looks like from the Arkansas point of view.
yeah, I guess. But I'm striving every day to be better.
We're almost out of time. Like you keep saying things, man, and it sparks that. We're our souls, our cells, every living organism is always evolving to expand consciousness and be better. We're always in a growth mode until we go into the death mode, the stagnation and die. And that doesn't even mean old. You can be 70, 90 years old and still be in growth mode. It's the growth mindset, striving to be better, striving to want to learn more, striving to want to share more. That changes everything, and that's wealth.
Well, and what we're doing is just you and I talking, and nobody else, I don't guess, is on this call. Just you and I. Yeah.
That I know of. It's really challenging to see the YouTube.
Okay.
I share it with YouTube and stream it to YouTube.
Yeah.
It's just, but who knows? I don't know.
Okay, that's what it is. So what we're doing, though, this is us inviting the universe to really come in and make what we're doing grow more. Because
you just described the law of reciprocation and attraction and magnetism in one easy sentence.
Yeah, you with your fancy words, but that's what we're doing. Yeah,
we're saying the same things, different words, with same intention.
yeah. We're reading the same book on different chapters. A different page. Yeah.
But we're both remembering the same truth from the same source.
Yeah, like Chinese telephone. We just gonna repeat it back a different way.
Did you say Chinese telephone?
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's racist. Pretty sure we can't say that. I don't think we can say that anymore, dude. I don't know. Didn't bother me. I love the Chinese. I love Qigong.
I love everybody. I didn't mean it in a bad sense.
Dude. I said to be funny more than anything else.
Yeah, I didn't mean it in no bad way.
Yeah.
That's just what, you tell a secret in one ear, you go around the room, there's 20 people.
Yeah, we just call that telephone in the United States. In California, we just call it the telephone game.
Oh.
And by the time it gets back to someone else, the message is all changed around.
Okay. I think you just called me racist, but because I grew up in Arkansas.
But you're not racist.
No, I'm not. No, I mean it in the best way. But yes.
Dude, you're not even homophobic.
Huh?
You're not even homophobic.
No,
And I
no.
think that was my biggest fear that you were going to be a kind of from the South, I guess, the Arkansas. Would you call it the South, the Midwest? What would you call that?
It's the South,
South.
100%.
So
Yeah.
the South, I mean, it's really infamous for being racist white guys, homophobic white guys, but you weren't either.
Well, you a judgmental motherfucker sometimes, huh?
Hmm. It's one of my
Mm-hmm.
worst qualities. I still judge, label, and identify things, dude. Yeah, it
I
causes
know.
me so much misery.
I thought you were gonna be a faggot from San Francisco. So
Yeah.
yeah. We're even. Yeah, worked out, but the universe made it happen.
Yeah, it wasn't our doing.
No, not at all. Not at all. But yeah, I think this is a good time to close it up, bro. Love you,
Let's
man.
close it up with that parting shot, and I will see you next Thursday. I will see you in the school group. Get in there, take action, make this like part of your daily lifestyle, not just your Thursday thing. That way we can interact in there too. You'll see some good nuggets. And thank you for showing up. I have a new word for you. It's called power flowing. We'll talk more about that next time. So I'm power flowing love to you right now. Thank you. I love you. Power flowing you love.
All right, bro. We'll see you.
All right. Enjoy your day. And what's a good word to say? Shine bright. There we go. Shine bright, Josh.